And now, speaking of speech, did you guys watch the Gambian president, Yahya Jammeh? Yes, I mean the Gambian Boy Scout. Man Scout. Everybody was talking about his speech. Oh, he got standing ovations, from Nigerians. Call it a whole play some of it, I beg.
If religion is anything to go by, we as Muslims and Christians should understand that in the ultimate kingdom of Allah, that is heaven, only the Almighty Allah will decide who enters heaven. Since our ultimate objective as Allah worshipping Muslims and Christians is to be granted eternal bliss in heaven, we must remember that we have no control over who we want to live with in heaven.
You see what I'm saying? Jammeh, Yahya Jammeh, talking about stop killing the innocent. First of all, who invited this man to Nigeria? Seriously, are they trying to tell me that they don't know his record? My people, please don't be deceived just because somebody wears white agbada, which some people call bubu. Just because somebody is wearing white bubu and then he quotes the Quran and talks about living in peace. Anybody can do that. Let me tell you, you just have to learn from Toastmasters. Always do your homework, my people. Apart from the fact that he came in through a coup and he's been in power for 20 years, this man ordered the killing of students during a protest in Gambia in April of 2000. It was all over the news then. This is what happened, okay? One student was beaten to death by firemen. That was 19-year-old Ebrima Bari. And not long after that, a 13-year-old female student was raped right in the stadium during an inter-house sport. So, because of these two incidences, students in one city decided to protest in Gambia. And Jammeh ordered soldiers to shoot them in broad daylight. 14 students were killed that day, and a Red Cross volunteer, as well as a baby that was hit by a stray bullet. Till today, nobody in Gambia was held accountable for the death of those students. Because of that, and the following day, students all across Gambia protested, and guess what happened? They arrested hundreds of them and detained them. And then he came to Nigeria talking about living. How dare you? No, seriously, Jammeh, how dare you? I have a lot of issues with this man. In 2005, this man ordered his assassins to kill about 40 Ghanaians who were passing through Gambia. Remember that story? Ghana reported him to the ECOWAS now. At that time, Jammeh's informants told him that those Ghanaians were trying to stage a coup against his government, which doesn't make sense because why would Ghanaians come from their country to come and take over power in Gambia? That just doesn't make sense. But instead of him to talk to them and find out why they were in Gambia, this man ordered their killings. Until today, no one has been held accountable for the death of those Ghanaians. And then he came to Nigeria appearing like an angel. What is the meaning of that? Do you know that this man is the one that decides the day for people to celebrate Eid prayers in Gambia? I've had my Gambian Muslim friends telling me that they are forced to celebrate whenever he wants to celebrate. It's not even the imam that would decide. No, it has to be Jammeh. I can't even tell you. And if they don't cooperate with him, he can arrest them. That is what I've been told. I can't even tell you how many journalists this man has killed. Remember Dada Haidara, who was shot dead 9 years ago after he was accused of revealing state secrets to the West, whatever that means. And then there was Chief Ibrahima Mane, who was assassinated and thrown into a well at Jammeh's home village in Dienlai. That was like 5 years ago. And many journalists have fled Gambia because of this man. Hey, one of them is Nana Maketa. You know that sports journalist who revealed all kinds of corruption and fraudulent dealings of the former managing director of the Daily Observer. That is Pa Malik. You know, they actually told this journalist that if he doesn't stop talking about corruption, that he would also disappear like Ibrahima Mane. Do you know that they took that journalist, Nanama, to court? But fortunately for him, he got a fellowship here in the US about the time that they were having his trial in Gambia. And that was how he escaped to another country and made his way to the US. And then don't forget the beautiful TV host of the popular show in Gambia, Fatou Camara. Yes, she was also arrested right in front of her children children. She spent 25 days in prison before they even told her what she was arrested for. And finally, they charged her with trying to tarnish the image of the president. Shoo! She was to face 15 years in prison when she fled to Senegal and then made her way to the US. So, so many Gambian journalists like that are now living in exile because of this man that is trying to appear like an angel in Nigeria. This man even killed his own brother, that is Yahya Jammeh. Because that one did not support his government. He killed his own blood brother. And then his aunt, Mercy Jammeh, and his distant brother, Jasaja Kujabi. Do you know that some of his assassins are now coming out, talking about so many people that he has ordered them to kill? Yes, they're not the ones coming forward, revealing so many secrets. It's so funny because after his brother was killed and one of them confessed that they were the ones sent to kill him, do you know that Jammeh told everybody in his family that it's a lie, that his brother is alive, but till today he's not been able to produce the live body of that brother. It's been years now and nobody has been arrested. Journalists, human rights activists, civil servants, religious leaders, lawyers, and many other Gambians continue to be killed and tortured by Jammeh's assassin team. They call them the junglers. And even as we speak, the former Gambian Chief Justice, that is a Nigerian man, Chief Justice Wawa, he's serving a 2-year mandatory jail term. And recently, the Ghanaian-born Chief Justice, Mabel Ayema, was also dismissed from office after serving for 7 months. I mean, seriously, what is going on? The former Gambian Justice Minister is also serving many years in the same prison with the Justice Wawa and the former Army Chief. Yes, above all, was it not Jammeh who invited our president to Gambia last year when he was poisoned? No, seriously, I'm asking. Some of you don't even know that Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan was poisoned in Gambia last year. Food poisoning. Yeah, so the case is still in court in case you don't know. They flew Mr. President to UK for immediate medical treatment. He just published 2 books, A Million Reasons to Leave the Commonwealth. Yes, and then he published another one, How the Tragic Consequences of British Looting and Misrule in Gambia inspired the founding of the United Nations, claiming that it was the money looted from Gambia that was used to start the United Nations. The general belief among Gambians, though, is that Jammeh wants the support of the Nigerian government in order for him to be the new ECOWAS chairman. That is why he was trying too hard to impress Nigerians. It's funny that a lot of Nigerians were impressed by his speech, but a lot of Gambians that I spoke with, they were like, oh, this man says one thing, he does something else. But you guys know that me, I don't know anything. I beg, what do I know? All I want to say is, Mr. Jammeh, step down now. You don't do, step down. 20 years, do well, just step down. Jammeh, as in, seriously, step down. You guys know I don't know anything, I beg. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.